And you talked about changing the tone in politics and changing the decibel level. As you know, the most popular news program, the most popular news network is Fox News, and the most popular conservative outlet is Fox News. And as we've seen in the last few years, when people have brought up immigration reform, they've called on their audience to burn the Mexican flag. They've called the DREAM Act the Nightmare Act, and they've said, all of these myths like immigrants bring diseases into the country. What do you think Fox News needs to do? Do they need to change their rhetoric, or are they part of the problem or not?
Fox News is a money-making machine, just like CNN is, and just like MSNBC.
Well, I don't know about CNN, but
all three are they're in the business to make money. And obviously they have their issues and so forth. At the end of the day, it's the American people who are going to force Congress to say yes or no to immigration reform and DREAM Act and everything else that Hispanics are looking for. Let's tone down the rhetoric and let's start moving over with some concrete actions.
But you don't think, one last question, but you don't think there's concrete changes that need to be made, whether it's Fox News or the John and Ken show in Southern California? You don't think they need to change the rhetoric?
Well, you know what? Some of them do go a little over the top. I think John and Ken is they're this hyper-partisan two guys who are out there. They're selling ads, and they got their group of listeners, and that's how they operate. And John and Ken, I'm sure, are very, very wealthy, and they go and they agitate people's emotions to get more ratings and so forth. That isn't going to accomplish immigration reform. That isn't going to move California. That isn't going to move our country forward. So I just hope that Congress can say, you know what, we were elected to do a job and do it, and put aside all the rhetoric that comes out from all these folks that are talking heads, not only on radio but on TV also.
So the movement doesn't have to enforce any changes on the media?
Well, you know what, I believe in free speech, and you know what, we've got young individuals who are in Iraq and Afghanistan fighting, so I can stand on any street corner here in Miami and Coral Gables and speak about
but it's a matter of individual responsibility as well.
I understand, but still, I have every right to talk about whoever I want and say whatever the hell I want, and it's a free country. But in the same token, there's some people that do like to agitate a little bit more than others, and if you want to listen to that rhetoric, fine. But at the end of the day, that doesn't move our country forward.